welcome back. I'm Lacardian, and today we're going to be talking about standard decks that are good and or could be good, but something's in the way of them. And before we get into the video, make sure that you subscribe for more content like this, and if you do like this video, please put a like on it. Don't worry, I'll have more content out there soon, and if you want to see more content, then do hit that bell so that you can see all these new videos that I'm posting. And yeah, also comment down below your thoughts on these videos, and if we get to 20 subscribers, I will do a Pokemon favorites video. So be looking out for that. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. And let's get into the video. So we have Pikarom, and Pikarom is the first deck we're going to be talking about, and it's usually the number one deck so far. And why is it so good? Well, it doesn't look that good on the surface, does it? For 3 energy, it does Full Blitz, which is 150, and then it accelerates 3 energy from your deck to your Pokemon. And it doesn't look too good, and it isn't very good, but it will be good after I mention these cards. And also, it's good to mention that the GX attack does 200 damage with 3 energy, but if you have an extra 3 energy on it, it does 170 to the bench. That's knocking out a Dedenne, which gives you 2 prizes automatically. So, that's good. Remember that Crobat V is coming out, and it has 180, so you might not be able to knock out Pokemon with Pikarom that easily, but it's still worth a shot. So, the cards that make this Pokemon good are Thunder Mountain Prism Star. And Thunder Mountain Prism Star reduces the electric Pokemon's attack cost by 1 electric energy. And this makes Full Blitz cost 2 energy. And it's still fine. You're going to get a turn 2, 150 damage. That's not great, you're thinking. Well, then you look at Tapu Koko Prism Star, and Tapu Koko Prism Star makes everything fall into place. Tapu Koko Prism Star accelerates 1 energy from your discard pile to 2 of your benched Pokemon. Then, because of this, you only have to attach an energy, and then you have the 150 damage on your first turn. Remember, you can only use this attack if you go second, but it's still good regardless. And this is great. It helps you out really good, fast. And to make it into our next point is Electro Power. This speed E-Deck also has the ability to power up their attacks. With 4 of these, you can do 270, which is knocking out Reshiram and Charizard GX, but that's not really what you're looking for. You're just looking to boost your energy, boost your damage output so that you can do some good things. And eventually, you'll be able to knock out something like Zacian V, and with a 2-hit KO format that's coming slowly and evolving into it, I do see that Electro Power will be a little more prevalent. But next up, we have Speed Lightning Energy, which helps this deck really accelerate and grow really fast. It came out in Rebel Clash recently, and allows you to draw 2 cards if it's attached to a Lightning Pokemon. And this is basically the deck. Get really fast out, and then smash really hard. And it's a very fast deck, not very powerful, but you're going to get there before your opponents, and you're going to get the first hits on powerful Pokemon. So, that's that deck. But next up, we have Reshiram and Charizard. Reshiram and Charizard has 270 HP, which is just average for chase Pokemon cards now. And with 2 energy, you can do Outrage. It's not a good attack because it does 30 damage plus 10 for every damage counter on this Pokemon. You are doing 290 when you're actually at 10 HP, but I do not recommend using this because with this, you're going to be knocked out next turn, and you're going to be sacrificing yourself for 3 prizes, and you're not going to be knocking out many things. But what really matters is the Flare Strike, and Flare Strike is 230, but you can't use it during your next turn. And it is good to mention, as always, the GX attack. For 3 energy, you do 200, but for 3 extra energy, you do 300, which used to knock out everything, but isn't that prevalent anymore because of stuff like VMAXs. And with Vitality Band, Flare Strike does 240 damage. This is why it's good, because it knocks out the top 2 decks in the format, Zacian V and Pikachu and Zekrom GX. And also why it's good is it has acceleration through Welder, which allows it to attach 2 energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon and draw 3 cards. And related to this is Heat Factory Prism Star, which, because it's in the same spectrum of energy, you might as well play it, because it allows you to discard fire energy from your hand and then draw 3 cards. And then there's Giant Hearth. Giant Hearth allows you to discard a card from your hand and then go search your deck for 2 fire energy, and then you can use those energies for stuff like Welder or just manually attaching, and it's really good. Now, the next card up is Ninetales, and Ninetales has a great Nine Temptations ability, which allows it to have you discard 2 fire energy from your hand, and then you get to choose your opponent's active Pokemon from one of their Pokemon on the bench. And I know Boss's Orders just recently came out, which is just like this effect, but having the ability to use a Pokemon for this, and then also having a supporter still available to you, is so crazy and nice, and I do think it's a good enough card to spark some good things, and I do like it. So, the next deck, I've already alluded to it for a bit, but it's Zacian V, and also, just a side note, I have talked about this deck before on this channel. There will be a video on my channel There's a video on my channel right now that is talking about Zacian V. For a more in-depth view on Zacian V, you can see it on there. But right now, we're going to be talking about this 220 HP V Pokemon. And with Intrepid Sword, you're making it so that you draw 3 cards, but if any of them are Steel Energy, you may attach them to this Pokemon. This is good, because with Vitality Band, you can do Brave Blade for 230 damage, and with Intrepid Sword, you're doing tons of good acceleration really quickly. What makes this card even better is Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. Within the Steel spectrum, it can use Altered Creation GX, which lets you do 30 more damage for the rest of the game, and also take 1 more prize card if you have extra water energy attached to it. But also, it has Ultimate Ray for 150 damage and a bunch of energy, 3 energy. You can search your deck for 3 energy and then attach them to one of your Pokemon. It's a bigger, better Pikarom. And, this does help you out a lot with Zacian V, but what really matters is Metal Saucer, because Metal Saucer accelerates 1 Steel energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Steel Pokemon, which means you can probably get 3 energy on your Zacian V in 1 turn. This is big, and that means you can knock out Pikarom in just 2 turns, just like Reshizard. And that was a really good deck, and it shines in the format, but while that shines in the format, there are some decks that have been brought down by the Sword and Shield format, and one of these is Mewtwo and Mew. And Mewtwo and Mew, it used to be super good. It would let you copy the attacks of GX and EXs in your discard pile or on your bench, and that's really all that mattered. It didn't matter that you had a good GX attack, it just mattered about that ability. And what you would do is you would use Welder, because you're using EX and GX's abilities, so it doesn't really matter what kind of energy you use as long as it matches to your Pokemon. And Fire Pokemon were already really good before this, so why not use Welder to attach energy and then use the Fire Pokemon GX you have? So that's what we did. And the people in the format decided, hey, there's a Charizard GX from Hidden Fates that does 300 damage. In 2 turns, we can go and do 300 damage and knock out tag teams. Then get 3 prizes. And then after that, we get rid of all of our energy and then knock out another tag team and win the game. This used to be super good because you would do 300 damage consistently for 2 turns and win the game in 3 turns. Now, I did not like Mewtwo and Mew and how powerful it was, but you cannot deny how powerful it was. But the big, fat elephant in the room is why it's not popular anymore. It's because the big, fat VMAXs came into play and said, no, you're not knocking me out, and I'm knocking you out. So, it's really sad, but it does change the format in different ways. Mewtwo and Mew was really stinking up the format. Nobody had any room for growth. Everyone had to play a Giraffe rig that sent discard Pokemon from the discard to the Lost Zone, and it wasn't really a good time to shine. But next up, we have a Pokemon deck that would shine, but it's not allowed to. And that is the Lapras VMAX deck with Frostmoth. And Lapras VMAX with 320 HP. It does 90 damage plus 30. Yes, that's 30 for every water energy attached to this Pokemon. And then with Ice Dance, Frostmoth allows you to attach as many water energy as you want to from your hand to water Pokemon on your bench. And the thing is, this would be good because you're getting weakness on Reshiram and Charizard, and Reshiram and Charizard is big. But the things in the way are Pikarom and Zacian V, because they hit both of these Pokemon for weakness. And that's just not good. But I do need to know your thoughts. Make sure you do subscribe so I can do that 20 subscriber special. And also like this video if you did like it. And also comment down below your thoughts on these decks. As always, I'm your local Cardian. Good day and good night.